I felt like a lot of the boss fights in this game have been on the easy side relative to their level difficulty. But I feel like now, finally, this is what I was looking for. It may sound like I'm getting frustrated, but I'm actually enjoying the challenge. Kind of weird that way. You know why? You know why I think that is? Why I enjoy the challenge of these kinds of fights is that it draws me back a little bit to when I was a kid. And I'll be honest, there's not a lot of fun stuff to remember about that time. But the games, the immersion, shit. The battles, that was a ton of fun. So it's nice in a way. I feel like I can reconnect with that younger version of myself when I play these kinds of games. That's why I like, I mean, sometimes I'll just go into a game completely blind, not really reading anything about it, the manual, anything. Just because I didn't really do that too much when I was a kid. I just wanted to see what the game had to offer. It really gave you an opportunity to step into another world and be something that you couldn't really be in real life. You could be a hero, you could be a warrior, you could be a race car driver, you could be whatever. You had agency, and not only that, but the things that you did in the game mattered in the game world. Oh, he does not like when you try to go over his head. You were given agency, you had a clear set of instructions, and the game gave you all the tools that you needed in order to succeed. Usually. I mean, some games were shit, but you could immerse yourself into another world that was maybe better than the one that you felt like you were currently a part of. So I think that's why I get so passionate and protective about games sometimes, whenever something threatens them. It was something that I used a lot. I used a lot to get through some really tough times, and anything that threatens video games or anybody talking shit about video games pisses me off, because I wouldn't be able to look myself in the mirror if I let a door close behind me that I walked through in order to, you know, get through shit. I don't want anybody else to be denied that opportunity. Maybe I'm thinking about this lately because of the whole stop killing games thing. And the layoffs and the cancellations due to Xbox's dumbassery. Well, not dumbassery, it's just corporations being corporations. Shit. But I don't have to like it. Nobody does. And that's one of the things that irritates me, is so many people act like, well, this is just the way that it is, you have to deal with it. No, I don't. Nobody does. You don't have to support this shit. I've seen a lot of talk about how, like, oh, the AAA bubble's finally bursting. Maybe that's true. I don't know. I don't really care. I've been so just out of the AAA space for such a long time. I don't really feel affected by the news of what's going on. It's a weird feeling. And seeing everybody else freak out or have an opinion or feel very strongly about everything that's going on between Microsoft and Sony and Nintendo, and I care about it because I know people that I like and respect that care about it. It just doesn't really make that much of a difference to me. I care about end product, not what it took to make it. Yeah, that's something that I kind of find funny whenever you see a studio or a developer talk about the budget that it took to make your game. It's like, why do I care about your budget? I don't. I care about, is this a good game? Did you make it with making a good game in mind, or did you make it with money in mind? Did you make it with how much this is going to pull in, how much you're going to get from microtransactions and shit like that, skins? If that's your primary focus, I don't care about anything else about the game. Because if your primary focus isn't on the quality of the product for the end user, you've already lost me. And I think a long time ago I started to see which way the wind was blowing. And I didn't switch to indie games. I just started playing older games that were on my backlog and prioritizing them, or playing older retro games that I hadn't gotten around to. If a game came out, like Witcher 3 is an example I'll use. I didn't play Witcher 3 for a while after it came out. I think until after both expansions came out. Because I have that ability where I could just ignore the hype of something. It didn't just happen overnight. I had to cultivate that. Whoa, pink balls of doom.